Hey Aries, we're going to do your reading. This is, as you know, for Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. It's general. Cannot, will not resonate for everyone. Just take what resonates. Leave the rest. Let's go ahead and get started. How are you guys? I hope you're well. Okay. So, feeling heavily burdened, 10 of Wands. Long journey, something's been weighing you down. Has to do with love, it looks like. Queen of Cups, somebody's got a lot of love. Oh, I gotta be careful where I'm holding the cards because I'm standing up. So Queen of Cups. Yeah, she loves someone. She wants to be able to give it to someone. Recent past, we have the Well card. That's wishes. I also think of that kind of as a creator energy. What's crowning is walking away. But it's undone. It's not done. It's yes, but no. I walked away, or they walked away, but I'm not done. Here's the Emperor, your energy. Oh goodness, that's what's next, the Emperor. So maybe you're dealing with another Aries. I don't know. The Emperor is somebody that's strong and stable. Hopefully that's what's next for you. Page of Pentacles. I think you're wanting, with Page of Pentacles, I think you're wanting some sort of communication, some kind of acknowledgement, maybe that you are important, we're important. Justice. Justice is Libra energy. Hangman. Outside influences, Hangman. Ooh. Not sure about that. King of Swords. I think that's, who is that? Tarot's advice, put the sword down. It's pointing downward. Could be Leo. I'm sorry, I'm feeling Leo. Why am I feeling Leo? It's air signs. It's Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. It could be. Outcome is King of Cups. Wow. Soul connection, King and Queen of Cups. So that's why you can't let go. Yeah, but there's been a painful ending. Oh, 10 of Cups. I mean 10 of Swords. And look what's underneath that. But you know what? Oh my gosh, you guys, it's not over. I hope I was holding the cards in a good place. It's not over. You've got 10 of Swords, painful ending on the bottom of the deck. But look what else is at the bottom of the deck. The World card. Next was Judgment. These three cards together are screaming, you know, it's not over. Judgment is a second chance. World is a cycle completion. I have like kind of, I don't know, I feel something like in the butterflies, like this is really consuming. Okay, let's clarify. Tell me about the 10 of Wands for Aries. 10 of Wands. One more. This is interesting because I keep getting this Chariot. A lot of Chariot coming across a lot today. And the Artist. So I think there's a message here. You need to move forward. Tell me about the Well. What's the Well? High Priestess. So I think what's consuming you is wanting to know that feeling validated, that it wasn't nothing, you know. What's going on with this 8 of Cups? Leaving a difficult situation. So the situation was ongoing, it was long, it was difficult, there was no clarity. I think a lot of this pain is because of the lack of clarity. Why do we have the Emperor? Now tell me more about that 6 of Swords. It's like you've gotten out of something, but you're still hurting over it. Yeah, because you don't have clarity. This is all about clarity. There's the Five of Pentacles. That's why you've let go or you're walked away, but you're not energetically. You're just not willing to really let go. It's like it looks like a false mask. Seven of Cups. Maybe it's a fake it till you make it energy. I'm feeling very heavy energy. King of Swords with the Emperor. Huh. No, Knight of Swords. Why do we have the Knight of Swords with the Emperor? This is all about you just want to know. It's like maybe you feel like if I just knew that they loved me and that, you know, it wasn't all for nothing, or it's the silence, I think, is what's bothering you. Page of Swords. Emperor. Knight of Swords. Page of Swords. Spying, curiosity, wondering what's going on. Why do we not have any communication? It's like time goes on. I think as time goes on, you get to where you can't deal with it. Like, I just need to hear something. Like they're part of your soul. Five of Wands. I think we're going to ask what's going on with them. Because, I mean, what's going on with you is very clear. Okay, so, why do we have the Justice card? Somebody, and I think there's another fire sign involved. Somebody that's taken a lot of action. Why do we have that? This deck is cooling off a little. I don't know, Aries. I kind of feel like maybe you feel like you didn't show enough or express enough and someone else did. But I kind of feel like that someone else might be a little manipulative, but because of the tactics they used, they're with the person. Could be a Leo. Why do we have Hangman? Why is Hangman the outside influences? My energy is so heavy, you guys. I think the lack of communication, even as friendship, like it. I think what's bothersome is that it seems like the friendship is not even. Sometimes it's not good to be friends with somebody that you're not with, because then it changes the dynamic versus them missing you and coming back. I think when this person comes back, you're going to have to be very genuine. If you hear from them, you might want to say, I miss you. I miss our friendship. It's important to me, or I just like to know that you're okay. Something to show your sincerity. I miss you. I keep getting that, I miss you. Two of Cups. Wow. You have, okay. Two of Cups, two people. It's a soul. This is a soul connection. The outcome is the King of Cups. What's that King of Cups? The return. They're coming back. And I think it's going to be good this time. It's going to be more clear. Wheel of Fortune, Ace of Wands, the Fool, Ace. It's going to be passionate and clear. I think the air needs to be. Maybe when they reach out, maybe you just need to say, can we just have coffee and just, catch up and clear the air? I care about our friendship. I just, I'd like to stay in touch. Yeah, maybe even say I don't like that we're not communicating. This very much could be a twin flame. But I think that what's wrong, why it's hurting so much is because, well, it always hurts when there was someone else, right? But because there's such a strong connection, and because you kind of have maybe always had some sort of communication with them, that now maybe that's slowed down, and now it's like almost like a panic. Eight of Cups. You guys, you gotta put that energy into yourself. Six of Swords, yeah. You gotta let go of the difficult situation. Maybe, I don't know. Let's see what's going on with this person. What's going on? How does this person, okay, what's this person that Aries is thinking about? What's their situation right now? Love. I'm putting this back, Six of Cups. They may be with someone from their past. Tell me more about that Queen of Cups. Aquarius. Ace of Pentacles. They might be in, I don't know. I think they've moved on. I don't think it's forever, but yeah, I think they were united with someone from their past, but that's going to end up in heartbreak too. And in this time, it'd be very wise of you to work on yourself. Six of Cups, so that you have more to give. I think the reason this didn't work out was because you, or both of you, weren't in a secure, confident place like you normally are. I think it was a timing thing. How does this person feel about Aries? That you're holding, but that you're not taking any action either. But they see you as Ten of Pentacles. Wow. And this is very strong. Aries, they see you in a very high regard, passionate, fiery, two knights. Ace of Pentacles. No nonsense, maybe. What is this person's next move? Let me see. Spying on you. Curious about you, wondering where you are, what's going on with you. Hard at work. What else do we want to know? Look at that, Four of Wands. Okay, so you're going to get communication. I just don't have I'm not getting anything I'm getting more signs that it's going to be soon than I am that it's not going to be soon. But you have an inner knowing that this is a strong connection. This is all about communication. You just want clarity. You know, I mean, if it's driving you nuts, maybe just you're the one that needs to reach out and just go, hey, how are you? I miss you. I just want to stay in touch. I don't like it when we're not in touch. It feels bad. Something like that, you know. Yeah, I think there's a need for that. Let me grab an oracle. This feels like, you know, it's like my person is with someone else. It feels like you're struggling because you feel like your person is with someone else. By the book and building blocks, never-ending story. Aries, I don't think this is going to work out for you until you work on building yourself up. There's something going on where there's a need for some sort of growth outside of this before this can come together. Something like that. Let me grab an oracle, another oracle. And you know what? In the meantime, there Lion spirit. Yeah, some Leos. Some of you may have Leo in your chart. Lion spirit. Act as if. Okay, so strength and Lion spirit. Be generous of spirit. This is act as if. So I want you guys to really focus on your future self and start acting that person out. You know, work out. Try the Atomic Habits book. Or the concept is, if you just make a little bit of progress every day, then it adds up to a whole lot. Like, if you go to the gym, if you work out for 5 minutes every day, twice a week to start out with, can you commit to that? Then you'll be amazed at those little steps, how much those little steps help out. Because you got to have some small wins, you know. So, I don't know. I don't know. Should I even post this? Sing your own song. There's something here. Nothing is wasted. There's something here about, like, Aries, this is really important for you to learn that your happiness cannot rely on someone else. Because even if this person, they're going to come back. But when they come back and you're together, I mean, there's no one that's not ever going to let us down. And you want to be in a position where this happens to women so much, where they're financially dependent on a guy, and then that doesn't work out, or they get stuck in a situation where they can't. You have to build your own happiness. You have to. Your own stability, your own life, and then similar souls can come together and mesh and be happy. All right. So there's just definite growth needed here. Let's get that romance angel, why don't we? I think you've got somebody new in your path before this comes back together. I keep feeling soulmates, a separate soulmate, somebody that's going to be crazy about you. Those say keep an open mind and attraction. I want to look at dark side. Let's look at dark side, like shadow. Romantic delusions. Jeez. The Knight. The light attributes are loyalty, romance, and chivalry. A love of honor. I feel like you're both. I feel like this is where you are, but this is what you're stuck focusing on. Romantic delusions. Let me grab another deck. Sorry, this isn't a happier reading. But, I mean, I don't know why I feel so... It's like, okay, I know what it is. You know that you're going to be back together with this person. You know that. But you still, instead of bettering yourself, you're dwelling on the not being together right now. It's not over, Aries. But you really need to work. This is a really big, heavy reading. You really need to focus on yourself in the meantime. So, I have the spirit of a warrior and will rely upon this energy to get through any challenges I may face. Interesting. Don't forget who you are. I do not pretend to be blinded to things I know deep down are not good for me. You already know. Interesting. I trust that certain doors are closed for a reason. I do not continue to bang on them. We'll just keep going. What else for Aries? What a mess. Oh, that might get you out of your own head. I feel good when I help others. That's a great way to get out of your own head. Ooh. I know there is a greater goal. There is no greater goal than to love. And I am a limitless being, and I can manifest whatever I desire in the physical reality. Shall we keep going? Moonology. It's turning into an oracle reading. Okay. A fiery climax approaches. Full moon in Aries. Yeah, you got to get your, what together, and don't forget who you are. I think that's your message, okay? All right, Aries, I hope this was helpful. If not, all my readings are timeless, so feel free to look through the other readings, and I will see you soon. It's not over. It's not over, but what needs to especially not be over is you being stuck, okay? It's not over. Have we not had this reading for so long now? It feels like if you don't have communication with them too long, you fall apart. But it also feels like when you're busy helping other people or bettering yourself or eating right and taking care of yourself, then you get to where you're okay. I keep looking at the camera as if you guys are going to answer me. Okay, the craziest thing happened last night. I'm an Aries, so I always take these readings pretty serious, but or a little bit personal, I guess I should say. Not always. But last night I was laying in bed, and this has never happened. This is crazy. I've always had some weird, energy with electronics and outlets and stuff go out. Stuff like weird stuff happens around me. But I'm in bed and I'm trying to sleep, and I've been in bed, I don't know, at least 30 minutes, an hour, something like that. And I try to keep, all the lights out because I'm trying to reset my circadian rhythm and all that. The freaking light on my fan in the middle of my room, the light turns on by itself. There's no one in my room. Full blast, brighter than I've ever seen it. What in the world is that all about? What does that mean? It was the weirdest thing. I thought maybe, Lucy or maybe we touched the remote or whatever. I looked and the remote was on the wall where it goes. So I don't know, something going on with you guys. Crazy. If you have any ideas about what that could mean. Okay, confidence is your key to success. I love you guys very much. I hope this was helpful. I don't feel like it was a great reading, but usually whenever I feel like that, they end up being very well liked. So love you. Let me know what your story is and how it's going and where you're watching from. And I will see you soon. Bye, Aries.